want to get on antidepressants because it'll make me a zombie. If you feel like a zombie while taking antidepressants, you are on the wrong medication, my dude. My name is Josh Cannon, and this is my channel, Dancing with Ghosts. I've been on and off antidepressant medications ever since I was 13 years old. I really feel like I should win some kind of award for that or something for being so young. But no, I was particularly screwed up in the head, I guess. But I hear this phrase or this term all the time from people that antidepressants make you a zombie or turn you into a zombie. And I really abhor that statement because I feel like all it does is deter people who might really need to be on medication from getting on medication because they're afraid to become this zombie term that I keep hearing all the time. Now, I get it. You know, nobody wants to be on medications. Nobody wants to take a pill every day, especially if it's for their brain. They feel like they're saying, I can't handle my own problems, so I need outside help to help me make it through. But the way I look at it is like this. Sometimes life throws you so many curveballs, and that could be in the form of things that are actually happening to you or things that are just kind of going on in your own mind. And your brain can get so overwhelmed sometimes that it becomes sick, just like any other part of you might become sick. So I would look at antidepressant medications as a short-term treatment plan to help manage the brain sickness that you are experiencing. Now, I have not been a depressed person per se. I've had bouts of depression, but for me it's more of an anti-anxiety thing. But the term anti-anxiety and antidepressant medications are kind of interchangeable. They both work the same way. So whenever I'm talking about antidepressant, where I'm coming from in my life is anxiety. It's not the sadness aspect. It's the, oh my God, I'm afraid all the time, I'm always freaking out aspect. So I'll get back to this term zombie that people like to use. Now, most antidepressant medications fall under the category of an SSRI, or selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. And basically what that does is it takes serotonin, which makes you feel happy, and it slows its absorption into your neurotransmitters. But what also happens as a side effect of a lot of these SSRI medications is it also can mess with your neurotransmitters, your histamines, and your acetylcholine, which is something that can make you feel sedated as a side effect. Now, the sedation is probably the zombie side effect that most people are talking about. However, the sedation that you might feel while on an antidepressant medication is usually short-term in the extreme cases, and overall, you might still feel it for the duration of being on the medication, but it's not going to be severe. And if it is, they recommend you take a short nap. I don't normally take naps, but since I've been on this medication that I'm on, I take a nap every now and then. But dude, it's not the end of the world. It's not. If that's the whole crux of why you shouldn't be on anti-anxiety or antidepressant medications, that is a really stupid argument. Now, there's a difference between feeling a little fatigued here and there as a result of being on antidepressants and emotional blunting. This is a term that people describe sometimes. It means that, yeah, they might not be sad anymore, but they're also not happy. They're just blah. They're in the middle. Well, again, something is probably going wrong with your medication if that is how you are feeling. If you are feeling neither highs nor lows, you should definitely talk to your doctor and get on a different medication, have your medication adjusted, or maybe look at what you're doing in your life. For instance, if you are still drinking alcohol, that will definitely affect the effectiveness of the medication. If you're going out and getting drunk every night, the medication will not work. Trust me, as someone who likes to have a drink or 5 every now and then, I can tell you the day after I drink, I can tell my medication isn't working like it was before I started drinking. So let me just point out and have it be known, there's nothing inherently in an antidepressant medication that keeps you from feeling happy. That's either psychosomatic, meaning that you're kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. You're expecting that this is going to be a side effect, so it's happening as a result of your own brain. Or, like I said, you're on the wrong medication. So if you're feeling emotional blunting, then that's something you want to talk to your doctor about, get your medications adjusted. But really, to bring this all back, any kind of side effect that you feel from being on any kind of antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication is usually a hell of a lot better than where you're at now. And I can say, from speaking for myself, from my own experiences, whatever the reason, you know, I've always had panic attacks, but for whatever reason, a few months before I started getting on medication, I was having a panic attack every day when I woke up, and I would have them throughout the day, and my OCD was off the charts, and I was just finding it hard to manage my brain through each day without feeling like I was going to have some kind of a nervous breakdown. So it was at that point that I was like, yeah, I need to get back on medication because I'm just not, my brain's ill right now. I mean, that was all there was to it. So, you know, there's no miracle drug. There's no free lunch, as they say. So you're going to have side effects for every medication, but the whole zombie thing is bullshit, and I wish people would stop saying it. You're not going to feel like a zombie. I don't even know how zombies are supposed to feel. But I hope this video was helpful. If you are out there and you are depressed and you are considering getting on an antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication, it's not nearly as bad as everyone makes it out to be. And that whole, you're going to feel like a zombie, is a bullshit social stigma that I really wish people would stop perpetuating. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your night. Talk to you later.